And they are racing in this mile-and-a-quarter journey at Turfway. 70 Stone jumped well, but it's Orazio who's flashing speed, and as expected now, finally there goes Pole Setter. So Pole Setter from nearest the outside has crossed and cleared and trying to back that pace up right into the field here as they race by the 16th pole for the first time. So Pole Setter will lead the charge to the first turn as they race by us. Orazio will defer and track from second. Tornado Boy to the outside of Direct Approach, who's hard held from fourth. Then up on the outside, Honey Bourbon settles along in between horses, covered up by Creative Courage as they head over the opening turn. Then a couple leagues further back, racing down along the inside is Till Then, who just got passed by Against the Line as they work their way around the opening turn with 6.5 furlongs to go. The quarter was 25-1. Direct Approach and Joe Rocco takes it to Pole Setter early. These two square off as they straighten up down the backside to half mile 51 seconds flat. So now Pole Setter comes back to retake and opens up a length and a half. Direct Approach, Joe Rocco has deferred. He'll just sit comfortably there in second. Orazio is third. A couple lengths further back, working up the inside, comes Pistol Box. Out in the center of the track, tugging hard is Tornado Boy. And deep on the course as they continue to run up the backside is Till Then. He went from last to fourth in about a quarter of a mile there as they take on the far turn run. 3/4, 16-1. Pole Setter still leads. Direct Approach still tracks from second. Up on the extreme outside, Till Then's parked wide. Orazio from between horses. Tornado Boy made an early move, but he's done. Creative Courage starts to close in from the backfield. Right on his back is Against the Line. Now 70 Stone, he's underway. He has about 9 lengths to race and a quarter mile to get to Pole Setter, who's took the first mile 141 flat. And here they come to the top of the lane. The 13-time winner, Pole Setter, will whip them in. And Pole Setter has built up a 2.5 length lead. But here comes a fresh challenge. 70 Stone from the backfield ranges up to the outside of Orazio. 1/16 left. Pole Setter trying to hold Orazio, who's lunging. Pole Setter is going to win it. Pole Setter virtually all the way picks up his 14th lifetime victory. Now a perfect 2 for 2 at this distance, stopping the timer 2:06 flat. And they are off. Stumble at the start for the favorite Grantham. He recovered and racing along mid-flight early. From the outside, Storm Attack. From the inside, Quarry Master, Frosty Dreams, and Gus Gus. Those are forwardly placed on the run the first turn. So Quarry Master leads. Grantham, after the stumble to start, has raced up into second. He's in about the 6-pack deep on the course, though. Gus Gus saves every yard from third. Long shot, Storm Attack away in the fourth position. Swath close up fifth. Down on the inside, Frosty Dreams. Then comes in Courage, who settles along seventh as they turn up the backside. Make Way will be eighth to that one's outside. Hornbeam away in the ninth position as they turn up the backside. Then we trail back about 2.5 lengths back to Consulate and Arrow Strike. The quarter 23-3. Quarry Master shows the way by a length and a half. Grantham at 4-5 has deferred, will track from second. Gus Gus in a good spot to the inside of Swath there, third and fourth, and about a length in front of Storm Attack, who's being shoved upon there in fifth as they took the half mile 48-2. Quarry Master's been left alone on the front end. The lead still to Grantham is being shoved hard to go after the pace setter, Gus Gus. Meanwhile, under confident handling from Landeros, now moves a closer second. Swath is hard ridden by Franklin from fourth. Up the inside, Frosty Dream is fifth as they continue to race around the turn. Quarry Master's still there, but here's Gus Gus, the son of Fort Larned, coming to tackle to the outside. 3 wide comes Grantham, even further out Swath. Frosty Dream is waiting for a split. Meanwhile, Encourage is on hold, top of the stretch, and here comes Gus Gus from between horses up to the outside. Grantham as he's straight away for the drive. Nowhere to go is Frosty Dreams. Down the center of the track comes Swath and way out wide, finishing with interest. Here comes Hornbeam, 1/16 left, and Grantham shake it up. Here comes Hornbeam lunging, and Grantham, despite the stumble at the start, does enough to win. He wins by a length and a half, stops the timer 1:45-3. The son of Declaration of War stretching out, gets it done for Three Diamonds Farm. Mike Baker and leading jockey Gerardo Corrales. In stateside debut, she's rolling the daughter of Charmin Thought, top of the stretch, and whips out on House Wrecker, who cut the corner. But as My Mate Marmite, who's gobbling up ground and way out wide, Miss Savelli, a big long shot. My Mate Marmite overhauls the pace setter at the 16th pole and fighting back House Wrecker, but My Mate Marmite is going to win by almost 2 in the end. Rutabaga got up in a photo there with House Wrecker for the place spot, 111-4. My Mate Marmite in stateside debut breaks her maiden here on the drop and cover the 6 furlongs in 111-4. And they are racing. Order of the day was crowded at the start. Not the best start for Ralphie Boy, but it is King Doodle who leads the charge to the first turn. Fort Defiance away in the second position. Spin out 3 wide. Warbeat is next. War Soldier at about the 4-path from 4th. Saving every yard. Scoot Daddy slides through along the inner rail. Icarius on debut came away racing in the 6th position. Just about 7 off the pace. Now advancing. Between horses comes Scattershack. Order of the day just had to pump the brakes there ever so slightly. He's now about 15 lengths off the lead. And Ralphie Boy is last of them all. Just about 5.5 furlongs to go as they straighten up the backside. The quarter was 24 seconds flat. Just outside 5 furlongs to go. Long shot King Doodle leads. Fort Defiance from second. Good Soldier is third. Warbeat is fourth at about 4 off the pace. Then comes debuting Icarus as they head up the backside. Has raced up into fifth, just about 6 lengths off the lead. And scooting along the inner rail is Scoot Daddy, who starts to close in. Still a couple lengths back to Scatter Shack. And still 4 back to Order of the Day and Fed the Biz. Now Ralphie Boy starts to get underway from the back of the pack. The half mile 49 and 3. King Doodle confronted by long shot Fort Defiance. A 4 wide bid from Icarius. From between horses, Good Soldier needs a clean racetrack as Warbeat found a seam at the fence under the whip as they race around the turn. And Fort Defiance, a long shot, shows the way at the top of the lane, has built up a 2-length lead. Now Icarius races to the outside of King Doodle. Warbeat up the inside. Scoot Daddy with nowhere to go. Top of the home stretch. And Fort Defiance will turn him on down. Fort Defiance by the furlong grounds in front by 2. Warbeat is under the whip from second. Down the stand side, Scattershack is getting rolling, but maybe too late. Warbeat's found his feet as well, but inside the final 50 yards, Fort Defiance for Kenny McPeak's going to win under wraps by about 4.5. Scattershack was second. A tight photo for third, involving Ralphie Boy and Warbeat in 1:45 and 2. And they are off in the Prairie Bayou. Good level beginning for all. Quick start for the outside for Mataka Teef. Also, Rushy jumped well. And from between horses, there goes Mr. Dumas. Mega City slides along the fence, and these 4 straight across the course into the first turn. Cross Border takes in proceedings off that quartet from 5th. Snappers and Glare stuck to the fence there, advancing up a couple of spots, as Cross Border is now second last, and Hush of a Storm will have to do it from the back of the pack. They start to cluster up with 6 furlongs to go, about 5 lengths top to bottom. The quarter, they got it 23 and 2. They turn up the backside, chasing Mega City. The son of City Zip will control the tempo in the Prairie Bayou, just from Mr. Dumas, who pressures from the 2-wide side. Out 3 deep on the course is Rushy. Up the inside, advancing from last, Hush of a Storm with a backstretch brush, races up into a nest of horses there, and down along the inner rail now Snapper Sinclair. Then now last is Cross Border as they're still tightly bunched up the backside, half mile 47 and 2. Into the far turn, Mega City leads. Mr. Dumas, 3 wide, goes Rushy. From between horses, Snapper Sinclair, Hush of a Storm is sliding through along the inner rail. Now Cross Border is up a spot. Mutakatif is now last. Rounding the turn, 5/16 to go in the Prairie Bayou. Here comes Mr. Dumas calling for the lead. Mega City still right there in second. Tipping off cover. There goes Cross Border up to the outside of Rushy. Hush of a Storm is full of run. Snapper Sinclair second last. Mutakatif can't see them all. 3/4, 112 flat. They turn on down for the money. And it is Mr. Dumas. Just from Hush of a Storm. Down the center of the track, here comes Rushy. Cross Border way out wide open with a 60th to go. And here comes Cross Border calling for the lead inside the final 16th. Mr. Dumas is boxing on, but Cross Border will take the 26th edition of the Prairie Bayou and picks up his 11th lifetime victory. Home a winner, 143 and 4. And they are off. Real Money hopped right as they kicked it, and he is last. Chief Halcom is first as they leave the chute. Pirate Rick away in the second position. Hurricane Highway a close-up third. Medicine Tail now advances to the inside as they head up the backside. Chasing Chief Halcom. There's room at the inside for Medicine Tail, and that one will come right on through to dictate the early go. Pirate Rick settles along outside that duo from third. A margin of 4 back to Hurricane Highway, came away racing in fourth. Couple lengths further back to Greener Pastures, just got passed by Soaring Bird. Then a link further back to Toronto Toro. After that poor beginning, Real Money is raced up into about 7 or 8 lengths off the lead into the far turn run. 22 and 3 the time for the opening quarter. Medicine Tail just leads Pirate Rick. From the backfield, Hurricane Highways raced up into third. Down on the inside, Chief Halcom is fourth. With a wide ascent, there goes Greener Pastures to the outside of Soaring Bird, top of the home stretch. Medicine Tail will whip him in, but has company. Pirate Rick on a rebid to the outside, 3 wide Hurricane Highway, about 6 deep, Soaring Bird. Up the inside, Toronto Twirler inside the final furlong. Here comes Pirate Rick up and after the lead. To the outside, Soaring Bird is gaining ground, as is Hurricane Highway, but Soaring Bird floating over the top, and Soaring Bird and Chase Miller are going to win by a length and a quarter. Hurricane Highway got the bob over Pirate Rick for the place spot. The running time 16-2. And they are racing. Race Driver had an alert beginning, as did 3 Technique, Visitant, Flashing Speed, and up the inside Joker on Jack. These 4 lead them out of the chute as they straighten up the main course. What's up, dude? Came away racing in the 5th position, just about 3.5, 4 lengths off the lead now as they continue to run up the backside. 3 Technique backs off the speed. From the inside, it's Annihilation, and then a length for the back to Arerico Lake. Still 3 or 4 back to Smart Remark, and then a length or so to Derby Date, and out at the back of the pack is Dark Oak. Into the far turn, Hidden Scroll comes on to take the lead by just about a length. Race Driver is second. 3 wide, Visitant just stalking, waiting to be let loose by Corrales, moves a closer third. Joker on Jack to the inside of Annihilation. They are 4th and 5th. Starting to roll from the backfield. Here comes 3 Technique to the outside of What's Up, Dude, as they took the half, 45 and 3, and here comes Visitant, the synthetic specialist, calling for the lead as they reach the top of the home stretch. Race Driver back into second. That's all for Hidden Scroll down the center of the track. Here comes 3 Technique, Joker on Jack, back within striking range to get up to a minor award, but outside the 16th pole, Visitant, the Kentucky Cup Classic winner, is rolling to victory. He's going to get his 4th Turfway win, his 7th from 9 starts over the synthetic. He won by almost a half a dozen, stops the timer in a fast 1:15.07 seconds, and that is a new track record. She is in. They're at the post. And they are racing. Never Know Christie had a sharp beginning. Ziggy Storm has the most speed, however. Now up the inside, CV Thunder is being asked to quicken down along the inner rail. Right alongside her as they continue to run up the backside, Sugar and Sass starts to advance from between horses, moves up a couple of spots into the second position. Runaway Hyde backed off in 5th. Then a link for the back down on the inside. Many More Promises is next as they continue to run up the backside. Princess Doro hovers to the outside of that one. Then comes Cruisin' Tatum, still a couple leaks back to AK Lioness, She's Forever, and still 2 back to the 2 back markers, Lexi Summer and Oh My 10. The quarter 22 and 3 for Ziggy Storm, the daughter of Miss Ziggy. Midpoint through the turn, towing along, Never Know Christie from second. Sugar and Sass set to strike from third. A 4 wide brush from Runaway Hyden from between horses. CV Thunder up the inside. Many More Promises. Cruisin' Tatum from the back of the pack, top of the stretch. And here comes Never Know Christie trying to get to long shot Ziggy Storm. Down the center, Sugar and Sass. She's been switched off cover, and here she comes with giant strides. Up the inside, Cruisin' Tatum, and from between horses, Many More Promises by the 16th pole. Here comes Sugar and Sass at Never Know Christie. Up the inside, Cruising Tatum, a 3-way thriller in the nightcap. It was either Sugar and Sass to the far outside or Cruisin' Tatum at a huge number to the inside, noses apart in 112 flat.